I was on a call with a client the other day talking about sleep issues, something we do, and he said, my biggest issue is sleep. But I hear you talking about that Helix sleep on your podcast. Be honest with me. Do you think it will help me? I get he's saying be honest, right? But Helix is my sponsor. But yes, I sleep on their mattress. And while it may not be obvious, I said I sleep on their mattress. I didn't sleep on the old one that I had. I said, buy Helix. Give it a try. They have a 120-night sleep trial and limited lifetime warranty. You have nothing to lose. Remember those days you used to go to the mattress store and buy from the mattress guy and hope and pray that it worked? And I mean, the pain was real. If you didn't get it right, your bank account and your back hurt for the next 10 years. We don't do that anymore. Look, Helix has a website. Check it out. They'll tell you everything that I can't tell you right now. I know because I went there to get my Helix mattress. They've got their warranty. Helix delivers your mattress right to your door with free shipping in the U.S. And before you know it, you're snoring, sleeping like a baby, not a husband. Listen, this is my second Helix mattress. I won't tell you what brand I got rid of because I got another Helix. You're going to like it. Go to helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, 30% off Elite mattresses. That's helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, 30% off Elite mattresses. helixsleep.com/dailyboost. So I've been talking about the glasses I ordered from Zenni Optical, my sponsor. Now, I've never ordered glasses online before. I didn't trust it, to be honest. But mine had a scratch, and Zenni was my sponsor, so I kind of sort of had to do it, right? I mean, I can't tell you about it if I haven't done it. So my previous thinking was, prices are too cheap. These can't be good. I'm not going to like them. I'm picky. I take that back. Mine costs about $70, and I can't tell the difference from the $500 pair I purchased 2 months ago. By the way, my wife likes them too. She said they look good on your face, and I want some too. And at about $70 or less, I can buy them. I am surprised, and I'm a customer. Zenni Optical has prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, all starting at under $30. Go to Zenni.com, pick a frame, upload your prescription. They'll ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And Zenni has that virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frames look on your face, and that is very cool and confidence building. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now it's time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out pretty quick, so don't sit on this. Go to Zenni.com/podcast, promo code podcast15. Happy Friday. It's a super fantastic, fun Friday, right? Do you have fun on Fridays? I think Fridays should always be cool. Most Fridays, if I don't take the Friday off entirely, at least I'm done by 10 or 11 in the morning. And no appointments on Friday, though. Leave plenty of time to get out and play a little bit. All right, so today I want to dig in a little bit to putting your foot in your mouth. You ever do that? Oh, my God. I'm an expert at that one. You might tell by listening to me that maybe Scott's pretty good at putting his foot in his mouth. Usually, I do okay to get my foot out of my mouth, but not always. So today, I want to give you a super secret, very simple recipe you can use right now today that will change everything about how you respond to people. Or should I say, it'll help you stop reacting to people, okay? Easy stuff, if you know what it is. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com. World's simplest success recipe. Does not get any easier than this. Stand up, take a step, repeat. It's brilliant if I do say so myself, but it works. It just works because if you can't talk yourself into doing something, all you got to do is stand up and move, put a foot in front of the other, and things be, okay, come here, okay? Remember this one. Action creates action. Activity creates activity. If you can get yourself to do something, something else is going to happen. Now, it might be messy. You might have to clean it up a little bit, but it'll get you moving. So just remember to do that today, okay? How are you? My name is Scott Smith, live from the beautiful Daytona Beach area. Just down over there. It is beautiful this time of year. Really gorgeous. You didn't hear that from me, and it's busy, so don't come down. We're full. There's no more room here. Man, it's a beautiful place to be right now. So every single Friday for years and years and years, I asked a very simple question, and I received a bunch of emails because one day I just stopped asking it. I made a few changes at the first of the year and kind of experimented with a few things, and boy, I heard from you. And most people were saying, Scott, I need to hear you ask me that question on Friday. And the question is, how do I want to feel? Now, I started that question because typically in the world of personal growth that I'm in and spend all my time in for the past 20 plus years now, that's usually what it comes down to. It's not logical in any way. People logically know what's going on with their life. They logically know what they want to do, but emotionally they're like everybody else. They're a hot mess, right? So it just makes sense that we want to ask ourselves, how do we want to feel? And then empower ourselves to go make that happen. And it really works when that maybe somebody says something to you and makes you feel bad, and they look at you that way you don't like. And you just have to say, how do I want to feel? And in that moment, you break yourself out of it. You get the choice. So that's what I like to ask on Friday. So do me a favor. Take a few minutes when this show is over today and maybe just, 60 seconds and just say, how do I really want to feel in my life? And maybe make some notes. And you'll be very surprised what happens. It's becoming aware of how you want to feel, and that will change everything. Okay, foot in the mouth disease. I've got a big case of that, but like I like to tell people, I've had it ever since I was about 16 years old. And at least I get paid to talk, right? At least I get paid to put my foot in my mouth. Sometimes it costs me to put my foot in my mouth, but at least money's involved. So things like answering the phone. Remember that? What that's like to answer the phone? My daughter and I are like that, by the way. My daughter's great. Chip off the old block. She will not leave a voicemail, and she will not text you back. She will call you. I love that. I taught her to do that. I said, bother people at all costs. It's good for them. But sometimes when you talk live, you put your foot in your mouth, right? Sometimes when you respond to an email, Apple saved me because they delay my emails 30 seconds now. Whew, man. Stop. It's crazy. Social media, the same thing. I learned that a long time ago. I don't play with social media. I will put my foot in my mouth in social media. If you're like me, you can count the times. No, you can't. You don't have enough hands and fingers for that you put your foot in your mouth. So what is the fix to this? It's very simple stuff. So if you haven't figured out anything, if you listen to me now since I started the show way back in 2006, the simplicity of what I do, I'm very good at taking very complex topics and get them down to simplicity so they work for people. It's kind of what I get known for these days. And I do it naturally. It's who I am. People think, hey, Scott, it's too simple. Use bigger words. Make it more complicated. It doesn't work. If you do this, it'll work. Deal? Here it is. First thing you do when anything happens and you're like, what? Is you stop. Stop in your tracks. Stop your thinking. Stop your moving. Anything. You stop. It's so much easier just to stop. You ever be out in traffic? I got to pull over. This is crazy. Hang on, let's get off the road and regroup. I don't know where I am. My GPS just went out. What's this paper map in the glove compartment? Stop. In a conversation with your wife, about ready to say the wrong thing? Stop. Or be like me and say, what I was going to say, and she says, say it. I'm like, don't do that. Just stop. Just stop. So in all cases, if you think you're going to react improperly, just stop. Now, that's going to be hard to do because you're going to be triggered. You're going to want to go. Those emotions are going to be flying, and you're not going to want to stop. So this is going to be the hard part for you. You'll have to work on this. So in all situations, when you feel your mouth ready to dissipate you and cause problems, stop. What do we do next? We think. At least for the moment. You might have to think for the next day. You might have to ponder it for a month. I don't know how long you're going to have to think about it. I think in most cases, it's pretty quick. Because when we stop the action, we have broken a pattern, and we break the pattern. We go into kind of an induced trance. No, it's not woo-woo. It's just hypnotherapy, basically. And in that millisecond of stopping and breaking a pattern, your brain immediately starts thinking, what's going on? So stop and then think about what's happening. Now, if you do that alone, you're going to save yourself a lot of problems. You can see how that would work, right? In any situation, if you pay attention today, in fact, I want you to do it. I really want you today to say, okay, today I'm going to do this stop and think thing Scott talks about and see what happens. It'll work for you. But here's the advanced version of it. We had to put one in the middle of this for some people. So we're going to stop, we're going to think, and we're going to think again.
4th of July savings are happening now at the Home Depot with select appliances starting at $398. Plus, get free delivery on appliance purchases of $398 or more, no membership required. Upgrade your kitchen with a modern and sleek GE Profile refrigerator featuring hands-free autofill for the perfect pour every time. And make laundry day easier with 2-in-1 washer-dryer combo innovation that completes laundry in about 90 minutes. Shop top brand appliances now at the Home Depot. Offer valid June 17th to July 8th, US only. See store online for details.
So just when you think you've got it figured out, double check yourself. Because I don't know if you're like me, and you're probably a lot like me, but that means that a lot of times in the moment, I won't quite make the best decision. If it's new, if it's got new information, things like that, you're kind of winging it. You're just like me. If you're not used to what's going on, if somebody blindsides you, no matter how good you are or how much control you're in, you're probably going to potentially get yourself in trouble. So we stop, we think again, And finally, we take it right to the level where things get done. We act. The entire process can take place in milliseconds. It could take a minute or two. It could take a day or two. It's kind of a recipe for creating yourself and creating how you respond to people. So any situation comes up where you get triggered and you want to react to something, you stop, you think again, and you act. It seems so simple that we would have to break it down to something so simple, right? But emotions are like that. And man, I love my emotions for sure, but emotions, they'll get to you. The things that make you so fun and make life so great, those emotions that drive you, those are the ones that will mess with your day too, won't they? So we grow up a little bit, we take a little bit of adulting lessons, and we decide that, you know what, Scott had a pretty cool idea there. If I could just catch the trigger, I could stop, think again, then I can act, and it's probably going to work out okay for me. Cannot tell you how many times on very, very pricey coaching calls, talking to very, very smart people who have really accomplished a lot, and they're talking to me to help them do more, that I have said that to them right in the middle of a conversation. You know what you have to do, right? What? Stop. Think again, and act. And they'll usually say, well, you say that all the time on the podcast. I said, well, yeah, I've said it now for 20 plus years. That's because it works. Do it. All right. I want you to have a great weekend. And if you haven't picked up my daily awareness diary template to help you figure yourself out, it'll help more than you think. I wish I could just beat you on the head and tell you how good it is, but you won't believe me anyway. So just go to dailyawarenessdiary.com. Try it. Can't hurt. And have a great weekend. I'm going to see you right here Monday on the Daily Boost.